नेक्स्ट पॉइंट एंड मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया था साहब, कनाडा के हॉस्पिटल्स हों या कोई और डिपार्टमेंट्स हों, हमारी आपकी डोनेशंस उनमें इवन आप यहाँ अस्पताल भी जब कहीं शुरू होता है तो कम्युनिटी की पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत काउंट करती है. अगेन वी मस्ट काउंट आवर ब्लेसिंग्स. हम अपनी, अगर आपकी औलाद, मेरी औलाद सेहतमंद, तंदुरुस्त व तवाना है तो वी मस्ट काउंट आवर ब्लेसिंग्स. कुरान की एक आयत है कि खुदा ताला दे के भी आज़माता है, खुदा ताला ले के भी आज़माता है. बाज़ औक़ात औलाद की वजह से भी दिक्कत होती है, अल्लाह ना करे किसी माँ बाप को भी ये दुख देखने पड़े, मगर थोड़ी सी मैल फंक्शनिंग से कुछ हो जाया करता है. ऑटिज़म के हवाले से मैं जब जिक्र करती हूँ और जनाब वी आर वेटिंग फॉर हमारे साथ किसी वक्त भी यहाँ पे मौजूद होंगे कैसे सगीर मियो साहब. ही डिड इट फॉर ऑटिज़म लास्ट ईयर 14 अगस्त को इन्होंने ये प्रोग्राम किया था एंड ही वॉकड टोरंटो सिटी हॉल से इन्होंने अपनी वॉक स्टार्ट की थी और मिसिसागा पे आके एंड किया था. इट वाज फर्स्ट ईयर. इस दफ़ा मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, आप तमाम लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ आपने डोनेट करना है. आप डोनेट करेंगे ऑटिज़म डिपार्टमेंट को. हमारे साथ भी है वंडरफुल गेस्ट हियर. कैसे सगीर का हम इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं. थैंक्स गिविंग पे ये वॉक करेंगे, अपनी स्टार्ट करेंगे सुबह 8:30 पे. 45 किलोमीटर का फासला 9 घंटे में ये वॉक करते हुए पहुँचेंगे टोरंटो से ब्रैम्पटन. And the mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown, what a wonderful man. He's always there. Although it's a Thanksgiving की एक दिन पहले का दिन है, मगर सिटी हॉल में वो वेलकम करेंगे. यहाँ पे कैसे सगीर मियो पहुँचेंगे 9 घंटे की वॉक के बाद. 8 बजे सुबह स्टार्ट करेंगे सिटी हॉल से और ब्रैम्पटन पहुँचेंगे 4:30 पे. मैंने आपने जो ब्रैम्पटन में है, वी विल बी देयर एट ब्रैम्पटन सिटी हॉल टू रिसीव हिम एट 4:30. ब्रैम्पटन सिटी हॉल पे पहुंचने के बाद मेयर पैट्रिक ब्राउन भी यहाँ पर मौजूद होंगे और इनक्रेडिबल जर्नी में मैं और आप उनको वेलकम करेंगे. मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, ऑटिज़म डिपार्टमेंट के लिए फ़ंड रेज़ करने चाहते हैं, आप भी कंट्रीब्यूट कीजिएगा, कंट्रीब्यूट करें ये ऑटिज़म ऑन्टेरियो को. आइए, यू नो व्हाट, आई रिमेंबर वंस आई फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन आई ट्रेवल टू ऑटवा, टेरी फॉक्स ने, अगर उसको कैंसर ही था तो उसने ये वॉक की थी और आज ये, क्यों माजिद भाई मैंने गलत तो नहीं कहा? ये ठीक है. पूरा कनाडा उस वॉक में है और ऑटिज़म में. अल्लाह का शुक्र कीजिएगा. काउंट योर ब्लेसिंग दैट योर चिल्ड्रन आर नॉर्मल, बट प्लीज़ donate generously to Autism Ontario. I do have wonderful guests here. Merj is here with me. She is supporting people variety of the learning differences. अच्छा, ऑटिज़म में फिर जो differences आते हैं उनको primarily. Merj, I thank you very much. Would you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Margaret Spoelstra, and I'm the CEO of Autism Ontario. And I'm here with my.
So this is Margaret. Yeah. Margaret, you know, I can't forget it. Margaret Thatcher. The queen. Margaret is here with me. We have the other guest.
I'm Mike Nutty. I'm a communications specialist with Autism Ontario. I'm also on the autism spectrum. So really happy to be here.
Thank you very kindly. First of all, I would like to know about Autism Ontario.
Yes, so Autism Ontario is an organization that was started by families 50 years ago. And these families from all across Ontario said, there aren't enough supports for our children, our adult children who are on the autism spectrum. And so they said, we want to make a difference. And so they organized themselves as volunteers and started this organization 50 years ago. And now today we have grown across the province and we support over 100,000 people.
Wow. You support over 100,000 people. Once we talk about Autism Ontario, what does it do for the end users, the families with the autistic children?
Yes, that's such an important question, because at the end of the day, if your life isn't changed by supports to an organization, then what is the point? So for us, we want to connect families with each other, and that's what we do. So families get to talk really of parents, mothers, fathers. The best person they can talk to is another family who is experiencing the same story. So we make those connections, and then we also help help those families to help their children. So we want to get them to understand very early on through information what autism is about and what they can do as families to help their children to be the very best that they can be. So we do that by running a variety of programs. We bring the families together at events in their local communities. So that could be here in Brampton, that could be Mississauga, that could be other parts of Peel region, or other places around the province where those children can participate and feel included in activities. So we run programs for children that are sports oriented, that might be going to a movie together with their families, learning how to play chess, learning how to be social with one another so that they can do their best in their communities and to be their very best selves. And then we do that not only for young children, but we also help teenagers who are autistic to be able to participate and to do well in school, and also to plan as they become adults how to get a job, how to meet other people who have similar experiences to them, and also to help them to be full contributing citizens. So that's what we do.
Margaret, this is what it is. Today you realized me about something, and of course once we do not go through some experience, we don't know about it. For example, autistic children and their parents, they are, the parents also suffer. Even if they want to go to watch a movie, they cannot go watch movie because other people, they don't realize what. Please.
Well, exactly. This is the sort of thing.
Please go ahead.
These are the sort of things that we make possible. For example, your donations, the donations of this gentleman who is walking from Toronto to Brampton, donations such as this will make possible special events where artistic families can get together. They can go to movies without anybody complaining. They can go to summer camps. So we run summer camps in several of our regions where many children who would otherwise not have that possibility because either the families can't afford it or maybe just if parent families don't feel comfortable bringing their children to a camp, can be with other autistic people, other autistic children, and they can enjoy themselves. They can have a good summer together. And without your donations, those sort of things aren't possible. So we help use those donations. We make these things possible.
So it doesn't really cost anything to the parents or the children.
Well, for those summer camps, there's a small fee. Mm-hmm. But it's far less than what it would be without those donations.
And for the events, almost everything is free.
So where does the provincial government comes in the picture?
Yes.
How do they help you?
So the government of Ontario has been funding a program called the Ontario Autism Program, the OAP. Mm-hmm. And this program has been running for many years in different forms. But now it is organized in a way that allows families to apply to receive those funds. And when they get those funds through what's called a determination of needs, so their name comes up on the list, families who've been waiting for this funding. And then those families will go through a process where their child, it's determined what does that child need to grow and learn through the Ontario Autism Program. And they will allow a certain amount of funding per year, the Government of Ontario, to then have that family be able to hire a speech-language pathologist maybe, a behavioral therapist, an occupational therapist, or a mental health service provider, depending on the needs of that particular child. And that's the thing in autism. We see such a range of differences. So you may see a child or a teenager who's very able to speak and express their their wants and their concerns, but you may also have an individual who doesn't have words, is not able to speak so well, and we want to encourage that child to be able to express their needs through different means of communication. So whether that is using a board or to spell, but that's where the assessment comes in. So then the government of Ontario provides those funds up to certain amounts in the province of Ontario, including families here in the Brampton, Mississauga area. And those funds can then be applied to hire these professionals who are trained in working specifically with autistic children and knowing what those children need for their development.
So the funds are given directly to the
families.
Families?
Yes.
And how do they qualify?
So they qualify by their child having a diagnosis. So a professional who's able to make a diagnosis, that may be their family doctor, it may be a developmental pediatrician, it may be a psychiatrist, or it may even be a nurse practitioner who makes that diagnosis of the child. Once the child has received a diagnosis, they can apply to this program, the Ontario Autism Program, right away. And that's how they get onto the list to be determined what their needs are for funding so that they can hire the right people to help.
Thank you very much. How successful it is, how do you think the integration programs, your workshops, your speech therapy, how successful, what is the rate of success?
I love that question. So the way we measure that is we ask families to tell us after they have participated in our events to give us a review, answer some questions. Was this event helpful? We ask questions like, would you now say, for instance, like Mike was saying, to go to a movie, do you feel more confident to go with your family now to an event on your own? So that you can be just like other families who go to do things, whether that's going to a swimming pad in the community or a recreational center or a movie, or to learn how to play a particular kind of game, like even chess. We have kids who come and do painting at events. And so we ask those families, how did this make a difference for you? Was this a good use of your time? Did your child learn? Would you come again? So we ask those questions and we gather that evidence, and then we say, should we keep doing these particular events? So for us, the proof is in the family's satisfaction and that they feel that their child has benefited and learned from those experiences as well.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. ऑन्टेरियो ऑटिज़म से हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं माइकल कनारी और मार्गरेट. I was scared to pronounce the last name. So
Spolstra is not an easy name to say.
Spolstra.
There you go. Very good.
Now I can. Now Spolstra. Yeah. Margaret Spolstra. Now Margaret, मैं मुबारकबाद देना चाहती हूँ जनाब कैसर सगीर मियो को कि थैंक्स गिविंग पे सैटरडे का दिन आ रहा है, और सैटरडे एक दिन पहले, थैंक्स गिविंग से एक दिन पहले ये वॉक स्टार्ट करेंगे डाउनटाउन टोरंटो से और ख़त्म करेंगे उसको ब्रैम्पटन में. मेयर ऑफ ब्रैम्पटन भी शामिल है. आई रिक्वेस्ट यू प्लीज़, आपने डोनेट करना है. कोई रकम छोटी नहीं होती. मैं हमेशा ये कहती हूँ कि जो छोटी रकम भी है रिपीटेडली लोग करते चले जाएंगे. जो लोग टेलीविजन देख रहे हैं आप देख लीजिएगा. Thanksgiving walk with कैसर सगीर मियो to support autism. How can they donate?
Yeah, right online. So if they find the link, they can get straight to the page and make a donation there. And they can do that through lots of means. And I suppose they can come out to the day as well. But this is an amazing thing to have someone who's walking all the way to walk from downtown Toronto up to here. We're very moved by that, and for that generosity of spirit, and to come and say, I'm going to do this to make a difference for children who are autistic and their families is very amazing.
It's really a tremendous gesture of support. Like, as a person on the spectrum, I see this gentleman doing the walk, and I think that's just a great thing. He's doing the obviously to not only raise funds, but to raise understanding for autism, which is what we need more of right
Exactly. So understand what the other parents go through. We have to understand each other. This is a awareness walk. QAISER Saghir meal is doing it. That is October the 12th, 12 अक्टूबर को डाउनटाउन टोरंटो सिटी हॉल से ये अपनी वॉक स्टार्ट करेंगे 8 बजे। 9 घंटे की वॉक करके 4:30 पे ये पहुंचेंगे ब्रैम्पटन में। पैट्रिक ब्राउन वहाँ पे मौजूद होंगे, रिफ़्रेशमेंट का इंतज़ाम होगा। मेरी आप तमाम से दरख्वास्त है कि प्लीज़ आप अपने कैलेंडर्स पे मार्क कर लीजिएगा 12 अक्टूबर का दिन, 12 अक्टूबर के दिन को मार्क कीजिएगा। डोनेट जेनरसली, और कोई डोनेशन छोटी बड़ी नहीं होती। आपने सदक़े में से देना है, आपने ज़कात में से देना है, आपने खैरात में से देना है, आपने शुक्राने में से देना है कि या अल्लाह तेरा शुक्र है कि तूने अगर मुझे सेहतमंद औलाद दी, मुझे तूने उस इम्तहान में नहीं डाला। मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ डोनेट कीजिएगा। दिस इज़ यू कैन सेंड डिटेल्स वाया 647-673-5010 इस पे, या ऑटिज़म की साइट पे आप चले जाएं। प्लीज गिव अस अ क्लू, हाउ कैन आई डोनेट? इफ आई वांट टू डोनेट नाउ, हाउ व्हाट वुड आई डू?
Go straight to Autism Ontario.
Yes.
www.autismontario.com.
Yeah.
Please carry on.
And you would go up to the upper corner. There is a upper right.
Autism
Ontario.com. Upper right there, you would see a donate button. You'd press on that, and there you go.
So you go on Autism Ontario. Autism. आमिर मेरे साथ आ गए, बिल्कुल जी। You go on Autism Ontario and Ontario.com. इस पे अगर आप चले जाएं, आमिर ने ओपन किया है इवेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन। 12 अक्टूबर का जो इवेंट है, आप देखिए और भी बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो वॉक्स कर रहे हैं ऑटिज़म ओंटारियो की। आप साइट पे चले जाइए ऑटिज़म ओंटारियो, और उसमें आप इवेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन, आपने जाना है संडे अक्टूबर 12, 2024। लोकेशन स्टार्टिंग सिटी हॉल टोरंटो। वाई दिस वॉक मैटर्स, बड़ा कर दो तो अच्छा है। ऑटिज़म अफेक्ट्स मैनी इंडिविजुअल्स एंड फैमिलीज, एंड एवरी स्टेप वी टेक together can make a meaningful difference. Your support for the walk helps fund programs and research and benefit people with autism. How you can help? Donate कीजिएगा. Every contribution, big or small, help to reach our fundraising goal and support autism related initiatives. मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, आइए डोनेट।
Give Michael a chance to. Michael, how would you encourage me to come and support? I don't know nothing about autism.
I think autism, I mean...
Come close.
I'm sorry. I think autism touches the lives of so many people in this country. They say up to 1 to 2% of people in this country are autistic. So that's right about 300,000 people in this province. So odds are there's somebody in your family, if not in your family, a friend, who is touched by autism.
Yes.
And autism, it's not a horrible thing. It's not a death sentence. It's just a way a person is living their life. Now, I mean, they could have a very form of autism like my own, high function, what they used to call, or low support, where it's not that apparent at first, or they could have someone who really does have support needs, like they're nonverbal. As Mark says, they need to communicate through a board. But the odds are, I think you can take that to your heart and ask your viewers and listeners to take that to heart. There is somebody within, I would say, talking distance, that around them who is touched by autism, and we're all connected by it. And I think more we understand about autism, more we understand how we can support those on the spectrum, their families, their caregivers.
Is there a cure for it?
No. I want to be very explicit. There's no cure for autism. Autism is not a curable disease. It's a condition, I should say.
Yeah, condition.
It is a condition. It is a, nor is it caused by vaccines or anything like that. Autism, it's a genetic condition. Largely genetic, with a bit of environmental put in there, small, but it's emphasis on genetics. So, for example, my own family, it comes down through my father's side, and so sometimes it will present at certain like it doesn't present that when my father or anybody else, but it's more apparent in me. I have a cousin who has 2 children on the spectrum as well. So it doesn't present all the time, but it is predominantly a genetic condition, and research is going on right now. I mean, that will help early diagnosis. That's the thrust of the research that is going on right now, to help early diagnosis, and so programs like the OEP have a chance of providing maximum impact to families.
It's a genetic condition. It's a mental condition. और मेरी आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि please come and donate generously. Come and donate. You know, the age and the environment we are living, mutations are all around. So please donate generously. Donate generously. They spend this money, what they raise, they spend this money for different programs for the autistic families and the children. Yes. We are on the test. I request, please donate generously. And एक बात मैं कहना चाहती हूँ, अल्लाह ताला ज़िंदगी दे कैसर सगीर मियो को. इनकी फैमिली में कोई ऑटिस्टिक नहीं है, मगर this is what he wanted, कि I just wanted to work for a cause, and we have to give back to this beautiful country, Canada. We have to give back to this country. This country has done a lot for us. My humble request, please do donate generously. Go to this Ontario Autism website, and how can I donate? I'm there and I'm lost.
You get the donation button up, and there's a donation button. On the upper right corner, I believe, there's a big donation button there. Press that, and you'll be guided through.
Donate, exactly. When you look at it, I have it on my computer. Okay, see, I couldn't see it. So, Autism Ontario की साइट पे मैं गई. डोनेट वो देखिए जी, ऊपर लिखा हुआ, एक साइड पे मेंबरशिप है, दूसरी साइड पे डोनेट है. ओके, यू प्रेस डोनेट एंड देन you donate whatever amount you want to donate, and that's what it is. Please donate generously. And this walk is on October the 12th. 12 अक्टूबर को 8 बजे ये walk start होगी from City Hall in Toronto, and it will end in City Hall, Brampton. कैसर सगीर मियो से आपने आप चाहें तो आप इस वॉक में पार्टिसिपेट भी कर सकते हैं. कैसर सगीर मियो को कॉल कर लें. I don't have his cell phone. I'm not provided.
People can just start. They don't have to walk all the way from Toronto to Brampton, but just
join
come in the middle. Join in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Join in. That'd be a great thing. You see everybody come marching in there together at City Hall at 2:00 on that Saturday afternoon, and I think that'd be a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, just join in. I mean, you don't have to go for.
We have to make a history.
Yeah,
donate generously. Donate generously. Thank you very much.
QAISER on.
कैसर सगीर मियो को आप कॉल कर सकते हैं 647-673-5010. अच्छा, यही नंबर है 647-673-5010. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having us. We're so grateful.
Michael, thank you very much. And Margaret, thank you very much. Yeah. And we missed QAISER. He got lost somewhere in the traffic.
Well, we get to see QAISER on October 12th, so we're excited.
Autism Ontario को जितना QAISER सगीर is outside. He looks like a hero. ले अभी एक कुर्सी ला के दो. QAISER सगीर भी आ गए हैं. QAISER सगीर अपनी कुर्सी पकड़ के ही आ जाओ तो बहुत अच्छा है. Together we walk और QAISER सगीर भी स्टूडियो में पहुंच चुके हैं. Margaret Splestra. Did I pronounce right?
Not bad.
Very close. Very close.
What an encouraging person you are.
Oh.
My God. See, I learn every moment. So Margaret is here. Michael Kanari is here. QAISER Saghir is here. QAISER, I welcome you to the show. Thank you very much for being with us.
Take your mic.
So what made you
Thank you so
to
much.
do it for? I know you have been doing this, exercising this, practicing this walk for quite some time. 9 hours journey on October the 12th from Toronto to Brampton.
Brampton, yes.
And I appreciate my Mayor Patrick Brown. What a wonderful man.
All credit goes to him.
What a wonderful man. And he said yes, for the betterment of this society, for the people, for anybody who's suffering. He will be there. Next day is Thanksgiving. So donate generously. Ontario Autism. Autism Ontario के ऊपर जाएं, राइट साइड के ऊपर डोनेट, एक मेंबरशिप है, एक डोनेट है, डोनेट को प्रेस करें. जी कैसर, बताइए आप.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. Just to mention that I have been I have been participating in charity work since my childhood. I used to spend money. I used to go to academy. I was teaching after my college and then university. Whatever money I was getting from there, then I rented a place and I borrowed some chair and tables and I was teaching free over there. Then I used to conduct some quiz shows, and I used to help students with their uniform and other stuff. So that stayed with me the whole life. And when I came to Canada, my main background, as you know, is media. But
you had a wonderful newspaper,
Thank you so
SAGHIR, Express.
Canada Express.
Canada Express.
Yeah.
न्यूज़पेपर था उनका, कनाडा एक्सप्रेस न्यूज़पेपर. मेरा ख्याल है ये कैलगरी साइड पे तो अभी भी निकलता है.
Yes.
शॉन,
Toronto chapter we had to close because print media, the trend was changing. People are mostly
नहीं कैसर की नौकरी बहुत अच्छी हो गई थी.
Yeah, I can't disagree. But anyway, slowly things, I'm getting back to electronic media. But main thing was this was my passion since my childhood.
और आपको पता है कि कैसर का नंबर मेरे फ़ोन में तब से है, मैंने नहीं डाला, मुजफ्फर नहीं डाला हुआ है, मुजफ्फर्स फ़ोन. कैसर इज़ ऑलवेज गुड, डूइंग गुड थिंग फॉर द कम्युनिटी, फॉर एवरीबॉडी. 12 अक्टूबर को 8 बजे यू विल स्टार्ट योर वॉक. इट विल एंड अप 4:30 इन ब्रैम्पटन.
yes.
अगर आपका रेस्टोरेंट है तो आप स्नैक्स भी सर्व कर सकते हैं. पुट योर बैनर देयर ऑफ कोर्स एंड वेलकम कैसर सगीर. मगर आप कैसर से बात कर लीजिएगा. इनका नंबर 6476735010. मेयर होंगे, बहुत सारे लोग इनको रिसीव करने के लिए वहाँ पे मौजूद होंगे. एंड कैसर, हाउ कैन पीपल डोनेट? हाउ वुड यू एनकरेज पीपल टू डोनेट?
So simple thing I always say, I have seen many patients, cancer patients, and some other diseases they are going through. But I always see someone who is autistic, or they have autism, because it's
not that one person suffer.
Yeah, the whole family.
वो बच्चा भी सफ़र करता है, उसके भाई बहन भी सफ़र करते हैं और उसके माँ बाप भी सफ़र करते हैं.
Yes.
So please come out and donate generously.
And especially parents I have seen because they are more concerned when they will not be around. What will happen to those kids? That is the major thing. That struck me actually, because mashallah, I have 3 kids, all are very healthy.
Normal, alhamdulillah.
I have no one in my family who has this thing. But I always think about those parents. I have seen some kids actually. One of my friend's friend, he is living in Windsor. He's the one who connected me with autism last year. I didn't know about that directly, but what I say to the people, just think about the family, who is going through a lot, and you can make, I think, their life a little bit easier, I would say. And why I'm walking 9 hours, because when people will see me walking in the city, for sure I will. Last year I have seen people, they were asking okay, why you're walking, and there were some friends with me, so they were asking them as well. And I can tell you one good thing about that walk. I have never seen Toronto is so beautiful, because last year when I walked by Lakeshore, I have seen the most beautiful part of Toronto.
Yeah.
So it will be a fun actually, because I was checking the weather that day. I think it will be around between 15 to 20. I think it's a very nice weather, little cloudy. So please come join us. You can walk 5K, you can walk 10K, 20K. It's not you can walk all. If someone thinks you can walk 45K, please come and join us. But every step, that will help. Every step counts, every dollar counts. So please do your part in whatever way possible. If you can walk, that's great. If you can volunteer, that's great. But the most important is please donate and share this link with other people. You can reach out to me on my number, text me. You can reach out to Autism directly, and whatever you can do, please donate, because our duty is to help the cause.
Exactly.
And as a team, as a community, we can play a huge role. And as Arpa said, I'm really thankful to Mayor of Brampton, because actually we went to just ask him, please, when I will reach Brampton, if you can come out of City Hall and receive. And he said, I will go a couple of steps further. What I will do, I will ask my friends to
अब उर्दू
donate.
में बता दो.
ओके तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं अपने दोस्तों से कहूँगा कि आप डोनेट करें. बहुत बड़ी बात है कि एक मेयर अगर अपने
उन्होंने अपने इंस्टाग्राम
हाँ.
से भी उन्होंने ये डाला, बिल्कुल. और मैं पैट्रिक ब्राउन के साथ साथ हमारी अपनी शहजादी वहाँ पे है, उनका भी जिक्र करूँगी. She is there for the community. Urzhir is always there. What a wonderful person, Urzhir. Thank you very much, Urzhir. Thank you very much. So donate generously. It's जो बीमारी है, it's just a developmental issue. यानी आपकी nerves मुकर neurological development issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ डोनेट जनरसी. कैसा, थैंक यू वेरी मच. 12 अक्टूबर को ये वॉक है, मगर आपको मैं रोज़ याद करवाऊँगी कि आपने डोनेट करना है सदका, ज़कात, खैरात से. अपने सदके को आप उस साइड पे दे दीजिएगा, ज़कात में
I have somebody in my
खैरात
family.
में से दे दीजिएगा.
Really?
Rabi's son is autistic, and
It's a
we
big
go through
test.
that on a daily basis.
It's a big test
we love
for
him,
parents.
and
Yeah.
So you know what it's like then in part.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
what I'm
big,
saying.
Exactly.
it's a lifelong.
I know what they go through, and we are part of it. We go
Yes.
through the same. Like
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
you-
like a father to him.
And it can be very, sometimes the people, it can be very isolating, feel very isolated.
Sad,
So
sad.
you build but this is how you build a community, and you tell them you're not alone, and this is work with yours, Kaisar. You showing that, and so
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
This is, I can never forget Michael Canada. This name I remember very good. Margaret is here. She is the big boss. CEO
Canada?
QAISER. Thank you very
Did you change
kindly.
your last name?
United Nuts?
Yeah.
Oh, is it right?
That's right. It's right. It's the one. Mine's the one they name everyone messes up, but that's so you got it.
Thank you very
time
much.
this thing. My name QAISER, QAISER, Casper right now.
अक्टूबर 12 को ये वॉक है.
That's
12
easy, yeah.
अक्टूबर को ये वॉक है. Stay tuned.